Hey, good morning, Knicks fans. I, like all the millions of Knicks fans across this world, waiting tonight's game, Game 5, see if we can clinch against the Celtics. Quick keys to victory. Number one, we need to keep the defensive integrity going. Defense on the string. Every man help out each other assignment on switches. We got to guard that three-point line, man. Without Tatum, they lose massive three-point shooting, as well as a elite scorer that can go to the basket on most of his matchups. I thought the Knicks played great man-to-man defense, especially Jalen. He doesn't get credited with that, but he has been incredible defensively. For his for the position that he's been placed in, and the team in general. You know, Wingstop, we need him to put a lock on Jaylen Brown. He's going to be the focal point for the offense. We stop him and just play solid three-point defense. I think we'll win comfortably. It's going to be a fight, but I think the Knicks will pull away in the end. Sharing is caring. We want everybody to eat tonight. We want Brunson to continue to do what he did last game. 12 assists. I want Brunson there. Even if he doesn't hit 39 points, I'll take 25 points. I'll take that. But just share the ball, create good open shots and opportunities for his teammates. Let's get Mikal Bridges involved. More plays for him. Let's get Cat involved early. Cat is a mismatch for any center or big man on that team. And they really don't have a true center. So Cat, we should be feeding Cat early and often and save the fourth quarter for the great Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch, and Mikal and OG. Do it as a team. The Knicks won that game because it was 4 against 1. The last game, game 4. 4 against 1. JT was killing them, but it was a 4-man job and effort. And because of that, they were able to stop the Celtics and win. Again, speedy recovery to Jason Tatum. You never want to see somebody get hurt like that. At the minute it happened, I knew it was the Achilles. Reason being, I went through an Achilles injury playing basketball. And the minute I planted, I felt that pop. And you almost know immediately. You feel you can't put any pressure on the leg at all. Non-contact. No one touched me. I planted on a fast break. So when I saw it on TV, there was no doubt that it wasn't Achilles when I saw it. So speedy recovery. Prayers for you, Jason Tatum. Get better. It's going to be a long road to recovery. But listen, back in the day, like the great Dominique Wilkins, one of the greatest small forwards I've ever seen. Elite. When he ruptured his Achilles back then, it was a tough injury to recover from. He was able to do it though, and he came back stronger than ever. He wasn't as explosive, but again, that was then. You're talking about, 90s. Now with what we're dealing with modern medicine, I think he should be fine. I think he'll be good. It'll be a year though before he comes back, but you never want to see somebody get hurt like that. So be prayers up to Yahuwah for you, Jason Tatum. Get better. And for the Knicks tonight, close it out. I love you guys at MSG, but I don't want you back there. I want you to close this out tonight. Spread the ball. Save the third and the fourth quarters for Mr. Clutch, Captain Clutch. I want you guys to swarm the three-point line, push them off, bother them. We want hurried three-point shots tonight. And again, the Knicks have a history of beating the Celtics and clinching games in Boston. They do. The last time they faced Boston, they did it with that Knicks tape team, Game 6, the 2012 playoffs. And even in that game, we blew a huge lead. We blew a 25, 26-point lead, but the Knicks held on to win that game. That led to the dismantling of that Celtic, run with Paul Pierce, Garnett, and the rest of those guys. So And the game that I had, the series I told you guys about before this series began, the game, I believe it was the game 5, where Patrick Ewing went off in that game in Boston Garden against that old Larry Bird regime with McHale and Parrish, and that team was never the same after that. That basically kind of led to the beginning and the end of that team, the dismantling of that dynasty Celtic Larry Bird team that won 3 championships with McHale and Parrish. So the Knicks, I mean, it's a pattern. The Knicks have a habit and have shown the propensity to be able to do that. So we'll see. We'll see if this breaks up the Tatum Brown championship team or dynasty, Porzingis, and we'll see if it breaks up that dynasty. All right, so we'll see tonight. I think the Knicks should do it. I think the Knicks have come too far. I mean, listen, they surprised me with Game 3. I thought there was not a shadow of a doubt they were going to jump out. But you give credit to the Celtics. They are a championship team. It's never easy. Both clinching games, that the Patrick Ewing game where he hit the 3 in the corner and went off in that game, was dominated the game, was the best player on the floor that game. And I think it was 1990. And the 2012 Game 6, where Melo was great in that game. It was a great team effort. Both games were extremely hard. They were hard fought and went down to the wire. So I think this will pretty much be the same, but I think the Knicks can kind of win comfortably, where they can kind of pull away in the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes, where the Knicks will start to pull away and kind of win it. Maybe, I think they win it by 9 points. I think about 10 points. So score, I'm not too sure. If I had to guess, I'll say 115. I think 115, 105. Knicks. All right, so let's go Knicks. Great to talk to you guys. Playoffs has been great so far. Exciting. And if they do advance, there's a strong possibility they'll face the Pacers. We got a lot of unfinished business against the Pacers, man. We've lost the last 2 series to the Pacers, and the last one was because of injury. We're healthy now. I thought we would have beaten the Pacers easily. We were up in that series and would not have lost that series last year had it not been for injury. So this year, y'all willing, we stay healthy, we should be able to beat the Pacers, But yeah, so it's a lot of unfinished business with that Pacer team. A lot of unfinished business. We gotta avenge the losses against Reggie Miller and the Garden, with that team that eventually went to the finals to get beat by the Lakers, the Shaq Kobe Lakers, for their first title, and that Tyrese Halliburton team last year. A lot of history with the Pacers, against the Pacers, but like I said, I believe the Knicks will be up to the challenge. They'll be up to it. So, all right, that's pretty much it. Knick fans, also proud of my Knick fans at the Garden, inside, not booing, not cheering when JT got hurt, but cheering him on when he got up and was able to go back to the locker room. Prayers up. And, to the Knicks fans that showed up outside, the support, inside the support. People don't realize we are the greatest fan base on planet Earth, the most loyal. And we go worldwide. They're not just Knicks fans here in New York or across the country. We invade arenas. But it's more than that. You're talking about everywhere, the West Indies. I have family from West Indies. There's a huge Knicks following in the West Indies, in Barbados, in Jamaica, everywhere, in England, in Ireland, in China. So a Knicks win, a championship win, will be monumental. But let's not jump ahead. Even though I touched a little bit with the Pacers, that's for another day. Right now, we want to focus on tonight's game against the Boston Celtics. And I think we'll be able to pull it off. I think we should. 10 points, pull away in the final minutes. All right, so you have a great, blessed day, Knicks fans. And everybody else out there, like the video, subscribe, leave any comments, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, let's go Knicks.